Hello guys. Today, man. Not today. I realized last time this idea of this martyrdom, uh, this Egyptian Coptic calendar. They call it Coptic calendar. They call it martyrdom calendar. It's really amazing, because all this idea about martyrs was about all this Roman kind of carnage and killing, murder, all these people in ancient Egypt, which are Africans, So we received Christianity because the Persians controlled Egypt. Okay, so it was these Persians who started colonization as a big scale emperors and imperialism, So when the Persians controlled Egypt, then the Ottomans, Turkish, started another empire colonization. So when the Persians controlled Egypt, and Egypt fell under the radar of this Islam, okay? So that was the time where we received Coptism, okay? This Tohado Orthodox Christianity. So in a way, we are under the Persian kind of rule, micromanaged by the Persians, and the Egyptian Copts were the lower subset of all that thing, okay? So all this martyrdom, that was the worst killing, all these Roman emperors, killing so much people, So that is the reason why we have all these martyrs. Nowadays, how many people the guy just killing, all these people, he got all these Muslim leaders like Ramadan Muhammad Noor, Al Amin, what's the other guy? The Kari Kare, all of them, man. All Wolenki, Lasfa Wolenki, all of them, my friend. So the idea is they just make this martyrdom as a really super cool thing, my friend. You should be martyred, my friend. Should be martyred, So it was these Romans emperors that brought this idea because they were killing a lot of people. So the Coptic Church of Egypt, Alexandria, created a calendar to memorize and remember all these people that were killed. So that has cascaded down to the hierarchy, that we, the Eritreans, have to be sacrificed, martyrs. It's a super cool thing, So it's still going on, my friend. So it's the Romans' idea. So what they did, the Romans, they left out all this dilapidating kind of wobbly building left in Asmara, and the people are dying for it, for this old building. So they left their prisoners still there. All this Tregaltro, all this Cinema Roma, all this cathedral in Asmara, all this Majahjah, all these symbolic items in Eritrea, So that martyrdom is still going on. So this scholar, Mr. Alamu Ishete, my goodness, he's got a really sharp mind, man. The way he puts things, I was really amazed. So it's just really big revelation for me, but it's really unique. It doesn't happen into the other parts of the world. It's only the Eritreans, we live to be martyred. So this is Roman colonization, this Roman imperialism that is done, so they always give you on the TV, hey, martyrs, my guy, man. So it's the Romans, it's the Italians, still living in Asmara, my friend. They are still so far in Italy, but the martyrdom is still going on. You got all this Giuseppe, all that kind of stuff. Guy bringing all these Italian diplomats during our Codus Johannes and Mescal and everything, So that martyr, Coptic faith, they call it Coptic calendar. It's got another name, martyrs calendar. So we have to be martyr, my friend. Okay? So the man, he just follows us everywhere from Asmara. Well, he is micromanaged. He's micromanaged by the Italians, okay? He's been recently to Rome, to Italy. So that was really big revelation. Anyway, I'll put the link. It's in Amharic. You will be able to understand. And one of the guy on the panel, there are two of the guys on the panel. So that one was Takhasta Nagash. He was a guy, he's a historian. He wrote about all this, the federal experience of Eritrea and Ethiopia. Like, I read his a book long time ago. It was a PDF thing. I'll put a link for you as well. But this guy, Anamu Ishete, my goodness, man, he has got, man, the sharpest mind. I heard his lecture a while back, but I didn't take closer attention to what was he saying. But he's got a really, really nice points, man. I think he passed away somewhere in 2000 something, he passed away. But really sharp mind, historian. At the same time, he's got this political kind of angle to it. He tries to narrate things and by contextualizing to the power of the day and what was meant to be, and the philosophical aspect of it and everything. So he tried to relate to the world superpowers at a given time, and he puts his really sharp mind. It's really amazing. And all this idea about the Oromo idea never used to be existing before. It was Gala, and he was saying during the Grand Ahmed time, because of the gap that created after this mad Grand Ahmed came, stayed in Eritrea and Ethiopia, killing and burning every record, all the people in Eritrea and Ethiopia, so he left a gap for these Oromo guys, this Gala. Okay, that's their real name. So it was a name that was started by Mengistu Haile Mariam in 1974. Okay, that before we never used to have this called Oromo. It's a language. The Gala is the name of the people. So you got all this Galai, Galayo, Galawa, Galayo, Majella, Jallani, Abdel Jallan, all that kind of stuff, So these are kind of Oromo kind of thing. But funnily enough, he was saying these are not Cushitic people. I didn't understand that. He was saying these are people that their main source was from the Rift Valley, going all the way to Kenya. So he was saying for 3 centuries, all these people were killing and experimenting everyone. Anyway, so my first topic is all this about martyrdom, my friend, martyr, my friend. You got all these people like Martha, Martin, all that kind of stuff, my friend. Martyrdom. Hey, die for your nation, martyr. So it was the Romans who did that. You got that every day being spoken on the news, on the paper, on the TV, everything. So that is the system the Romans did. It's a subjugation. It's murder. It's a killing, my friend. So you got all these people that we try to memorize because of all these Roman mad people, emperors kill all these people. So that was adopted into our calendar system. So it's called Martyrs calendar, Coptic calendar. Okay, they call it some from Sankisa or that kind of stuff. So that was something I want to share, guys. أحوات زين كلهم سي بقى زواتنا زمان كلا عالمكم يقبرني بقى أبي أرتبط هذا اللي ذا قداي كابي بس يا أخا زي كاب ناي رومانس رومانس كلام زغل زي ناتهم إمبراطورية هتصيوان مرحتي كل سبت فونيرا بقى نخندي عمتاز زخدة نخندي سينشوريس أوكي هجي زي مارتردم زبال إثناء جبس كوبت تشورش ሃይማኖት ንሕና ዝተቐበልና መጀመርያ ፐርሽያ እዞም ኢራናውያን ዘሎ ማለት ሕጂ ቀረብ ዓብዪ ሱፐር ፓወር እዮም ነይሮም መጀመርያ ግዜ ናይ ኢምፐራጦርያ ማለት ኢምፔሪያሊዝም ዝፈጠሩ ኮሎናይዜሽን እሶም እዮም ኣዘ ቢግ ስኬል ሕጂ ንግብፂ ምስ ተቆፃፀርዋ ድሓር ካብ በዓል ኦቶማን መፅኦም ዋላ ላኪን ሽዑ ድሓር ክርስትና ንሕና ተቢልና ማለት እዩ ኦኬ እቲ ክርስትና ከዓ ካብ ሮማን ዘምፅዎ እቲ መጀመርያ ኦሪጂናል እሶ ኢንዳይሬክትሊ ኣብ ትሕቲ ቁፅፅር ናይ ኢራን እየ ነር ማለት ናይ ፐርሽያ ነርና ኦኬ ስለዚ እዚ መስዋእቲ ዝበሃል በቃ መስዋእቲ ዋጋ ናይ ሓርነት እንዳበልካ ስልካ ንኩሉ ተጥፍእ ስዋእት እንዳበልካ ንክሉ ተጥፍእ እቲ አይዲያ ናይ ሮማን ናይ ኢጣልያውያን ሕጂ እዞም ኩሎም ናቶም ኢምፐራጦራውያን ሃፀያውያን ናይ ጣልያን ዝኩሉ ሰብ ዝስዋ ዘሎ ዝኩሉ ሰብ ዝጠፍእ ዘሎ ላይክ እዚ ናይ ጣልያን መስርሒ ዝኩሉ ቢልዲንግስ ኢሉ ናቕናቕ ኢሉ ክፈርስ ደልዩ ዘሎ ዝኩሉ በዓል ትረገሉ ሲኔማ ዝመራ ዝኩሉ ኣርት ዲኮ እናበልኩም ዓቕልና ትፅቡና ዘለኹም ላይክ ኣብኡ ሲምቦል ገዲፎም ንኩሉ የጥፍዎ ኣለኹ እዚ ማርቲርደም ካብኡ ዝመፀ እዩ ሕጂ ናይ ስዋኣት ካላንደር ሲንግሳርዲ ዝበሃል ናቱ ዓውደ ኣዋርሕ ካብኡ ዝመፀ እዩ ካብቲ ናይ ኮፕቲክ ናይ ሮማን ሲስተም እዩ እዚ ኩሉ ኣብ ቅዱስ ዮሃንስ ባይል መስቀል ላገ እዚ ኩሉ በዓል ጁሴፔ ኩሉ በቃ ናይ ጣልያውያን እናውፅኡ ስቲል ይዛርቡና ዝነቕነቕ ዝበለ ካቴድራል ዶ ዋላ ገለ እናበሉ ኮምብሽታቶ ዋላ ሰብ ኩሉ የሰውዎ ኩሎም ኣብዚያ 2 ዓመት ጥራሕሲ ክንደይ ዓበይቲ መራሕቲ ኩሎም ኣጥፍዮም ኩሉ ሕጂ እንዳሃለና መስዋዕት ይብሉኻ ኣብ ኣውራ ስዋዕት እናበሉ ንዓኻ ስውኻ ብጥጦክ ላኪኖ እዚ ናይዚ ፕሮፌሰር ኣለሙ እሸቴ ዝበሃል ሓሳባቱ እቲ ናቱ ከመይ ኣተሓሒዝዎ ምስ ናይ ታሪክ ማለት ናይ ፐርሽያ ናይ ኦቶማን ናይ ግብፂ ምስ ፐርሽያ ዝነበረ ምስ እንግሊዛውያን እዚ ናይ ሂወት ትዊቲ ንራሲ ዮሃንስ ኩሉ ግዜ በቃ ሃይማኖት ንሃይማኖተይ ክቃለስ ክመውት የደሚዮም ዝብሉ ነይሮም ኣብ መጨረሻ እንግሊዛውያን መጀመርያ እንግሊዝ ሂወት ኣብ ዓድዋ ኣፍሪሞም ቦጎስ ማለት ዝኩሉ ናይ በዓል ከረን ብምሉእ ቦታ ሂቦሞ ካልእ ከዓ ጣልያን ኣብቲ ግዜ እቲ ቆዋሚ ዝኾነ ስትሮንግ ዝኾነ መንግስቲ ዘይነበሩ ኣምፂዋ ባፃዕ ኮፍ ኣቢሎም ንክልቲኦም ክጣሽሞም ዳሓራ መጨረሻ ሃፀይ ዮሃንስ ጠኒሞሞም ማለት እዩ ላይክና በቃ ሃይማኖት ወላ ሓደ ዋጋ ከምዚ ይብሉ ኣብ ዝኾነ ኢምፔሪያል ኮሎናይዜሽን ዝመፅእ ሃይማኖት ዝበሃል የብሉን እምነት የብሉን ላ ኩሉ ግዜ ሰብ ምቁፅር ነቲ ሰብ ከም ሪሶርስ ከም ሃብቲ ባሕርኻ ሕርሻኻ ኣልማዝ ዝኩሉ ወርቂ ነዳዲ በቃ እሱ ሃይማኖቶም ስለዚ እቲ ሰብኣይ ኣፅሓፉ እዛ ናይ ሂወት ትሪቲ ማለት ብዓድዋ ዝተፈረመ ኣብ መጨረሻ ራስ ዮሃንስ ብሓዘን ሜቶም ብጓሂ በቃ እቲ ሃይማኖት ዝበሃል ሞ ኣሎም ደብዳቤ ፅሕፍዎ ነበሩ ናብ ናይ ዓዲ እንግሊዝ ወላ ናይ ኤውሮጳ መራሕቲ ወላ ሓደ ጥቕሚ ከምዚ ይብሉ ሓሶት በቃ ስልካ ናይ ድኻ ናይ ጭቆና ዝጥቀምሉ ኤውሮጳውያን ምዃኑ ተረዲኦም ብጓሂ ሜቶም ላይክና ኣብ ምስ ማህዲ ቱርቡሽ ሱዳናውያን እንዳበሉ ሞይቶም ማለት እዩ ሕጂ እታ ጉዳይ እቲ ኣብ ፅያትኒ ዘላ እንታይ ናይ ስዋእነት ሸቐጥ ንኩሉ ሰብ ስዋእት እንዳበልካ ተጥፍኦ በቃ ዓቕልኻ ፅቡልካ ሬድዮ ድዩ ብቴሌቭዥን ድዩ ብኢንተርነት ድዩ ኩሉ ግዜ ሓሶት ማለት እዚ ካብ ሮማ ዝካየድ ዘሎ ኮነ ኢልካ ኮሎናይዜሽን እስቲል ኣብ ሮማ ኮፍ ኢሎም ከለዉ ቢልዲንግ እቲ ናይ ካቴድራል ዋላ ገለ ኩሉ ግዜ ኣርት ዴኮ እንዳበልካ ትነብር ከምዚ ናይ በዓል ኣምባሳደር ሃና በቃ ከማና ኣስመራ ኣበየላ ላይከ ናቶም ሲምቦል ገዲፎም ና ኩሉ ግዜ ንኩሉ ከዓ በቃ ማርታይርስ ስዋት እንዳበሉ ሁሉ ወፅሎ ኣለዎ ቻው ጋይስ ታንክ ዩ ዋች ሊንክ ክሰደልኩም ናይዚ ፕሮፌሰር ኣለሙ እሸቴ ቻው ብዙሕ ኩሉ ነገር ተቐበሎ ፎቶ ማለት ኣይኮን ግን እቲ ናቱ ሓሳብ ሂዝ ፖይንት ቻው ጋይስ ብሩክ መዓልቲ